What's going on, YouTube world? This is J back with another episode of White Boy Hip Hop Head Reacts. Yeah, I already had my headphones on. Whatever, sue me. I just don't want to hear myself muffled when I talk. I don't want to be yelling. Um, so on today's episode, anyways, we have Johnny Cash and his song "What Is Truth," and this song was requested to me by Hardy Hat. Thank you, sir. I hope you like this reaction. I hope I enjoy this song and make a good reaction. I hope everybody enjoys this reaction. And with that being said, let's get into it.
A few months ago, June and I were driving down Sunset Strip in Hollywood one Saturday night, and I commented to her about all the young people milling around in bunches, in groups of 10, 20, on one corner, and then twos and threes and fours, walking up and down the sidewalk. Some people call these young people hippies. Well, now, if that many young people had been out on the streets together, back in my part of the country, say, 30 years ago, damned if there wouldn't have been a fight every 20 feet. But those young people out there seem to be the non-violent variety. Now, they may look strange to us, the way they dress, may look strange to a lot of people, but a lot of them are wearing clothes that would have looked just right a few short years ago. And you know, maybe they're trying to hold on to that part of our American heritage that they believe was good and beautiful. Now, granted, there'll always be a few bad apples making the headlines. And violence in any form is destructive and should not be allowed. However, I do believe that most of our young people are good and that all they desire is to be listened to. They're only exercising their freedom of speech, and God help you if that's ever taken away from them, America. Here is a song I wrote just recently about the youth of today.
Nice little PSA before the song, I assume.
The old man turned off the radio, says, where did all of the old songs go? Kids sure play funny music these days, sure play them in the strangest ways. Looks to me like they've all gone wild. It was peaceful back when I was a child. Well, man, could it be that the girls and boys are trying to be heard above your noise? The lonely voice of youth cries, what is truth?
It's true. It's true. Question everything. I do. The old man turned off the radio, said, where did all the old songs go? Kids sure play funny music these days. They play it in the strangest ways. Said, it looks to me they've all gone wild. It was peaceful back when I was a child. Well, man, could it be that the girls and boys are trying to be heard above your noise? And the lonely voice of youth cries, what is truth? All right.
A little boy of 3 sitting on the floor looks up and says, Daddy, what is war? Son, that's when people fight and die. Little boy of 3 says, Daddy, why? Young man of 17 in Sunday school, being taught the golden rule. By the time another year's gone around, maybe his turn to lay his life down. Can you blame the voice of youth for asking, what is truth?
That was nice. Daddy, what is war? Son, that's when people fight and die. The little boy of 3 says, Daddy, why? 'Cause even a kid doesn't understand it. Nobody understands it. A young man of 17 in Sunday school being taught the golden rule. Treat people how you want to be treated. And by the time another year has gone around, it may be his turn to lay his life down. Can you blame the voice of youth for asking, what is truth?
Young man sitting on a witness stand, man with a book says, raise your hand. Repeat after me, I solemnly swear. Judge looks down at his long hair. And although the young man solemnly swore, seemed nobody hurt anymore. And it really didn't matter if the truth was there. It was the cut of his clothes and the length of his hair. and the lonely voice of youth cries, what is truth?
Man, it's deep. Basically saying, you know, if you look a certain way, it doesn't matter what the truth is in the courtroom. They're going to judge you based on what you look like more than what the truth is. And it's true. Johnny Cash being woke, as the kids would say back in, what is this, freaking 1970 or something?
Young girl dancing to the latest beat has found new ways to move her feet. Young man speaking in the city square, trying to tell somebody that he cares. Yeah, the ones that you're calling wild, gonna be the leaders in a little while. The old world's waking to a newborn day, and I solemnly swear it'll be their way. You better help that voice of you find what is truth. The lonely voice of you cries, what is true?
Well, that was nice. Let's go over that last verse real quick, shall we? The young girl dancing to the latest beat has found new ways to move her feet. The young man speaking in the city squares, trying to tell somebody that he cares. Yeah, the ones that you're calling wild are going to be the leaders in a little while. This old world's waking up to a newborn day, and I solemnly swear it'll be their way. Better help the voice of youth find what is truth. This is a good jam. I mean, it's not really a jam. I wouldn't call it a jam. But this is a good song. This wasn't bad. 1992. The Essential Johnny Cash. 1992. Oh, no. This can't be in from 1992 if he's talking about seeing hippies. So yeah, sorry. But yeah, with all that being said, folks, I hope you enjoyed this reaction. And until next time, peace. Click like, subscribe. Go Cowboys. Hope they beat the Rams today. And yeah, peace out.